Welcome children, coming to the second part of the lesson, the Mad Tea Party. Now as I told you, you must be remembering that Alice in Wonderland is the girl here who is actually describing a dream. She is actually dreaming about all this, and it is nothing in reality that is happening. It's a dream that is being described by the writer, and all these things are happening in the dream that Alice is seeing at the moment. Now we have the Dormouse here, the Mad Hatter and the March Hare with Alice at a tea party where there is no tea, but it's called a Mad Tea Party because the Dormouse is saying that some riddle, and the Mad Hatter is asking Alice to say the answer, and a lot of confusion is going on. So page 37. She turned to the Dormouse, that is Alice turns to the Dormouse. Why do they live at the bottom of a well? So Alice asked this Dormouse why this family lived at the bottom of a well, why not outside? It was a treacle well, said Dormouse, and they were learning to draw. So then the Dormouse tells Alice that this family was living in a well, and it was a well made of treacle. Now treacle is something like a semi-liquid, black liquid used in cooking, and they wanted to draw. What were they drawing? So next question Alice made was, what was this family drawing? Treacle, said the Dormouse. So again the Dormouse gives a very silly answer, that is treacle. I don't understand, said Alice. How could they draw treacle? Now treacle is a liquid, semi-liquid. How can you draw treacle? So Alice was wonderstruck again, puzzled as to how somebody could draw treacle. You can draw water out of a water well. So you can draw treacle out of a treacle well. A stupid, asked the Hatter. So Hatter says, see, when you draw water out of a well, water well, the same way out of a treacle well you can draw treacle, isn't it so? So Mad Hatter was asking stupid questions as usual. Really, I don't think, said Alice. Then you shouldn't talk. So Alice was very, strange, she felt, in giving an answer, and then she was advised by Mad Hatter that she shouldn't talk. This piece of rudeness was too much for Alice. Alice felt that Mad Hatter was being rude, telling her not to talk. What foolishness, she said. She got up and walked off. The Dormouse fell asleep again, and no one took any notice of her going. So when Alice got up and walked off, no one noticed Alice going away, and the Dormouse again went back to sleep. Well, at any rate, I'll never go there again, said Alice. It is the stupidest tea party I was ever at all in my life. So now Alice realizes that it was the stupidest tea party that she had ever attended in her life, and she regrets going there for a tea party. With this we come to the end of the lesson. Let's go on to the question answers. Let us understand. A. Tick the right answers. Who was fast asleep at the table? It was the Dormouse. 2. What did March Hare offer Alice? He offered wine. 3. What riddle did the Hatter ask? B. Why is a raven like a writing desk? 4. Where did the three sisters in the Dormouse's story live? They lived at the bottom of a well. 5. What were the three sisters drawing? They were drawing treacle. 5. Answer the following questions. Describe the March Hare's house. It had chimney-like ears, and the roof was thatched with fur. So that was the house of the March Hare. 2. What did March Hare offer Alice? They did not have tea, but he offered tea to Alice, though there was no tea kept on the table. 3. Why did Alice say it was the stupidest tea party she had attended? Now, she did not find answers to any riddles. She could not understand why the three sisters were living in a treacle well, and there was no tea, but she was being offered tea. So all these things were really stupid, and that is why she says that it was the most ever stupid tea party she had ever seen or been to in her life. Next one. Look at these two sentences from the lesson. I mean what I say what I mean. Now look at these pairs of sentences. Are they different? If so, explain the difference. I see what I eat what I see. Now it is different. I see what I eat. So it is seeing what you're eating. I eat what I see. I'm eating what I see. So I can't be eating everything that I see. That is the meaning of the second part. I can't be eating everything that I'm seeing. 2. I like what I get. I get what I like. That means whatever I get, I like. The second part means I get what I like. If I like something, I try to get it. That is being very demanding. So it is different from the first one. Third one, I breathe when I sleep. I sleep when I breathe. I breathe when I sleep. We breathe always. It's an activity that is non-stop. I sleep when I breathe. That means whenever we sleep, only we breathe. The other times we don't breathe. So that's not it. I always breathe, whether I'm sleeping or sitting or running or jumping or talking. I'm always breathing, and not only when I'm sleeping. Now vocabulary. The March Hare lived in a house whose roof was thatched with fur. We live in houses, but we also use different buildings for many other purposes. Look at the words given below. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. Then learn the spellings of these words and use them in sentences of your own. A room where business is conducted is an office. 2. A building containing books for borrowing is a library. 3. A place where you can get food and a room to stay is a hotel. 4. A place where the sick are looked after is a hospital. 5. A place where machines make things is a factory. 6. A place where moving pictures are shown is a cinema. 7. A place where cars are repaired is a garage. Turn to the next page. Pronunciation. Repeat after teacher. Goddess, sudden, humming, hopping, filling, running. Goddess, sudden, humming, hopping, filling, running. Goddess, sudden, humming, hopping, filling, running. Listening and speaking. Form pairs and practice the dialogue. Continue the conversation with different situations. What does the first aid kit have? It has band-aids, medicines, a pair of scissors and some other things. What does a tailor's kit have? It has a pair of scissors, few needles, stitching thread, and also some cotton wool, and also maybe a bottle of Dettol in case you prick yourself with a needle. You have Dettol to wipe with a little bit of cotton wool. Language and grammar. Look at the sentence. He is as mad as a hatter. When someone behaves in an odd way, we say that he is as mad as a hatter. Now this is a simile. A simile is a comparison between two things. Here are some more similes. As busy as a bee. The bee is flying from flower to flower the whole day collecting honey. So when we see somebody busy, we say as busy as a bee. As happy as a lark. The lark is a bird which sings all day. That is why when somebody is very happy, that person is singing, we say as happy as a lark. As free as a bird always flies around freely. So when somebody is free and very happy and wanders around, we say as free as a bird. As good as gold. Gold is one of the most expensive metals, and so when we say somebody is as good as gold, that person's value is worth the value of gold. Now complete these sentences with similes from the help box. This problem is quite simple. It is as clear as crystal. Crystal is something we can see through. 2. Arun is as strong as an ox. An ox is supposed to be a very strong animal. 3. Biju is as tall as a giraffe. 4. Ria is as cool as a cucumber. 5. After winning the race, Anu was proud as a peacock. B. Complete the following comparisons. As brave as a lion, as blind as a bat, as wise as an owl, as cunning as a fox, as light as a feather, as gentle as a lamb, as sweet as honey, as white as snow. Now, writing practice, you need to write a short paragraph on rabbits in your notebook. If you can do it, you can write and send the school WhatsApp number. With this, the lesson is over. For your homework, you need to do A, B and vocabulary in the notebook. Thank you.